Hello friends, in today's question, a ball of mass 100 gram is projected vertically upwards from the ground with a velocity of 49 meter per second. At the same time, another identical ball is dropped from a height of 98 meter to fall freely along the same path as that followed by the first ball. After some time, the two balls collide and stick together and finally fall to the ground. Find the time of flight of the masses. In this case, we are given two balls. One is dropped from the height, that is 98 meter. So let us say we have ball B, which is being dropped from the height, and we are having a ball A, which is being projected upward, and the height from which the ball B is being dropped is given as 98 meter. And let us suppose both the balls meet at point C and they meet at time is equal to t. So we say this distance between A and C is x. So this distance will be equal to 98 minus x. And ball B is rather being dropped, and so the initial velocity of ball B will equal to 0, and the acceleration of ball B will be equal to g, and at t is equal to 0. Similarly, the initial velocity of ball A, it is given as 49, and its acceleration will go minus g, and t is equal to 0 initially. And we have mass of A is 100 gram, and we have mass of B is also 100 gram. So we assume let both the balls meet at point C after time t. Say let ball A and B meet at point C after time t. Therefore, let's write the equations for ball B first of all. For ball B, you can say our SP, distance traveled over B, will be equal to initial velocity of B plus half acceleration of B multiplied by time t, and the distance traveled is 98 minus x. Initial velocity is 0, so this comes half, acceleration is g, and time is t. So from here, it is t square. So from here I can say my x and g is 9.8. So let me substitute here. So we get 98 minus, this will be half, 9.8 t square. So this will be equal to 4.9 t square. So we can write the equation for x is equal to 98 minus 4.9 t square. Let us call this equation number 1. And similarly we write for equation number for ball B. You can say for ball A, can write the equation as SA is equal to UAT plus half AT square, and we get this as X is equal to UA is given as 9.49 T, and this will be minus half G T square. So we can write further this as 49T. This is minus 4.9 T square. So X is equal to 49T minus 4.9 T square. Let this be equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, we get 98 minus 4.9 T square is equal to 49T minus 4.9 T square, and these two terms cancels out, so we get T is equal to 98 divided by 49. So from here we can say T is equal to 2 seconds. So they are going to collide after time, or we can say they are going to stick together after time 2 seconds. And based on this we can find out our X. Okay. So from equation 1, X is equal to 98 minus 4.9 and 2 square. We get X is equal to 98 minus, this will be coming as 219.6. So this says that X will be equal to 78.4 meters. So this will be the distance traveled by both the blocks when both the balls when they stick together. Okay. You can see. And next we can find out that for block A we already know its initial velocity, and let us find out the final velocity. Okay. So we can say this is the distance traveled by balls A and B when they stick together. So let us find out what will be the final velocity for block A, ball A rather. Okay. For ball A, its final velocity after, let us call it VA, after time T is equal to 2 seconds. So we can use equation VA is equal to UA plus AA multiplied by time T, and UA is given as 49 minus G will be 9.8 multiplied by 2. So we get VA will be equal to 29.4 meter per second. And similarly for ball B or ball B, its final velocity VB after time t is equal to 2 seconds. So you can say VB is equal to UB plus AB multiplied by time t, and we get VB is equal to UB0, so this will be 9.8 multiplied by 2, or we can say VB is equal to 9.6 meter per second. Now we can use the conservation of momentum before collision and after collision. So we can say by conservation of momentum, before collision momentum will be equal to after collision momentum. Before collision momentum will be equal to after collision momentum. So you can write the equation as MVA minus MVB is equal to, after collision they are going to stick together, so let us suppose their velocity is given as V. Okay, so here V is velocity of balls A and B after they stick together. So we already know, let us take M as common. VA is our 29.4 minus 19.6 is equal to 2m to V, and m cancel out with m, so we get V is equal to 9.8 divided by 2, so we can say V is equal to 4.9 meter per second. So this is their combined velocity. Next, now we can simply know that they will be traveling a distance of x after sticking together. So they are going to stick at point C and then fall back to the ground, and they are going to travel a distance x. Okay, and we are going to find out the time during which both A and B are going to strike the ground. Okay, we can say distance traveled by ball A and B after sticking together is equal to x. So we can use the formula S is equal to ut plus half at square, and substitute the values, we get this as minus of x is equal to, now this is our, we just found out is our 4.9, here u is equal to capital V, so this is 4.9 t we are going to find out. This will be minus half and 9.8 multiplied by t square, and x we already know is 78.4, so we get minus 78.4 is equal to 4.9t minus this will be 4.9 t square. So we can write this equation as taking 4.9 as common, so we get this as t square, and this will be minus t, and this will be plus, sorry, minus 16 is equal to 0. And we can solve this quadratic. So we get this as t is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square, that is minus 1 whole square, minus 4ac divided by 2, or rather 2a. So we get t is equal to 1 plus minus, this will be coming as 64 and this will be 165 divided by 2. So obviously we are going to take t as positive. Taking t as positive, we are going to get t is equal to 1 plus square root of 65 divided by 2, and this will be coming as approximately t is equal to 4.53 seconds. So the total time will be equal to this 2 seconds plus 4.53 seconds. Total time is equal to 2 plus 4.53 seconds, and let us suppose this total time is given as capital T. So we can say capital T is equal to 6.53 seconds. So this completes the question. Thank you.